Good day, everybody. Reed here, back at Orchestra Farm. Me for a moment today. Check out this little patch of miner's lettuce that's coming in between the grass blades here. It just kind of naturally occurs in the forest. It's one of the nice wild edibles that I'm in the early spring. It doesn't last all that long, but it sure is yummy. I didn't eat any right then because I wanted to get a little bigger first. Anyway, looking like a beautiful morning here. You can see that in the evening I tilled up the old strawberry patch to prepare that for replanting it. Had some help moving some very old bales of hay around from the farmer's friend Sid. Very appreciative. And down the old worm bin, I gotta take these pallets back home to set it up outside my chicken coop. I'll show things about that later on. And thinking about different forms of relating today. In particular, you know, there's all the people that you just don't know. And then there's all the people that you know that you don't know. Like, you might see them in town or in the city, but you don't know them. And then there's your acquaintances. Those are the people that, you know, you've said hi to. You might even know their name. You might know where they live. You might, you know, have carried on even a conversation or three with them. And then there's the people that you consider friends, who you actually enjoy getting together with, and, you know, when you meet up, you're happy about it. You might even arrange to get together on any number of different occasions. Then there's family, there's close friends, and as I was chatting with my wife today, there's, what's the word? I'm going to say allies, but it's a different word. I feel stupid for not remembering it, but that's life sometimes. Anyway, the idea is people who you are actually co-creating different things with. So my wife and I each like to host different events and things, and it's really a joy to have a bit of a team that you do that with. Allyship, maybe that's the word? No, I think it's something else. Anyway, I'll remember it when I'm done with this video probably. But that notion, I was like, I think this is actually like a whole other category for people that we relate with. Sorrel, so good. And the notion that when you find those people, you can really amplify your life and amplify the life of those around you. It's a pretty wonderful thing when it happens. Yum. And as my wife and I each think about different gatherings that we'd like to host, one of our thoughts is, who can we team up with for this and have these better forms of partnership and interrelatedness? I really wish I could remember the word, anyway. And so, I wonder for you out there, what are your different relations like? And, you know, are you able to categorize the people in your life around those relations? There's also, I've heard it said, like the ability to assess the relations in your life based on, you know, whether you feel energized after the connection, or you feel drained, or you feel neutral. With the idea being, if you're feeling drained from a relation, you might just want to nip that in the bud. Kind of a deal. That's not always possible, but if you're feeling energized from a given relation, it might be a good question to say, how can I increase this relation in my life? And that piece of, if you're going to be co-creating things, it's good to have a team around to help move all that forward and to recognize like who those team players are, because it just really makes life a lot better. So how do you assess that? How do you figure out who those people are, those relations are? Do you have any other titles that you put to different relations to denote whether it's like extreme excellence, or, you know, just you're aware that they exist and how that relation might served one way or another. And it's also, in my mind, a good thing to recognize that, like, a lot of times it's also up to us as individuals to, you know, help different relations. So it's not just a one-way street of what am I getting from this relationship. Oh, now see, this I'm pretty excited about over here. Here's this Granny Smith apple tree that I picked up at Costco for like $15 or something like that. And I gave it some prunings. And I came and I stuck some of them into the ground here. Actually, that does look like it's budding out right there a little bit. And look at this one here. That's budding out. I'm super excited. Look at this. It's leafing out. I took those 3 pieces. I thought there was some more, but whatever. And I stuck them in the ground and they look like they might take off. What? It's hard to do that with apples, evidently. So, pretty excited with that. And then over here, let's just see this first. Talking about allyships and things. You see these little leaves here? That's some valerian growing right next to the swing. That's exciting. The actual valerian patch is right here. If you have trouble sleeping out there, you can go with some valerian. I'm not an herbalist, so don't take my word for it, but another one I think it's called Solomon's Seal right here. It comes up, it has like pretty white down from it. And the stalks in the early spring, you can eat like an asparagus. These mallow shoots that are here, these things are really great for like playing sword fights and stuff. Not that they don't break right away, but they don't hurt too terribly. Anyway, you know, plants definitely fall in those different categories of helpers, or, you know, if it's blackberry, it's both a helper and a negative. Lots of ways that it all works out. I'm curious though. Tell me how your relations are going and how you manage them and find more creativity, productivity, life enhancement from them. And if you have any other terms that you use to describe relations, so that way you can moderate your life in a better way. Because my opinion is, being social creatures, life is better with people, even if it's a good idea to take some time away from them. Same thing with plants. It's a good idea to have lots of plants in your life, and sometimes it's a good idea to be able to step away from them. So with that, make sure to have too much fun. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing.